I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Highly unstable.
Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, in this tutorial we are going to create a player home mannequin that doesn't move by using a script, and it will be on a mannequin base that will be a container. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look down in the description and you will find a link to a file that I have on my Google Drive, and it is the script that I wrote. Go ahead and unpack that and open this up in Notepad++. So we got this on Notepad++, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight the M9 mannequin right here. You can see it says M9 mannequin extends actor. That's important. So we're going to go ahead and put that on a notepad. Now open up your creation kit. I happen to be working on a new mod, so I'm going to do this for this mod. I'm going to click on actor and I'm going to type in man, and you'll see the player house mannequin. So I'm going to open up that, and I'm going to give that a new ID, M9 underscore player house mannequin. And I'm not going to change anything up here, but I am going to remove this script here. So I want to push add and go ahead and double click on new script. Now bring up your Notepad++, and I'm going to copy that I have highlighted. I'm going to stick that down there, and I'm going to paste this in here, right here, and I want to change the extends to actor. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push OK, and that will come up right there. And what you want to do is you want to highlight it, right click, edit source, put your cursor right at the end of this, push return, and bring up your Notepad++. Go ahead and from where it says properties right here, you want to highlight all this down here like this and copy that. Now you're not able to just paste it in here. So what you want to do is you want to hold control, push V, and that will put it all on there. And then you click on build, click on compile, and it'll come up and it'll say that it compiled it, 0 errors, 0 warnings, and you want to click save. And it'll say save succeeded, and you're done there. That's all you need to do with that. Then click OK, and it changes the form, and you don't need to do anything else with the player house mannequin. You can see that it's already on here. See, it wants to do that. So we're going to add, and we're going to put M9 in the filter. Try M9, and you can see this right here. So we're just going to click that and push OK. And when we open it up, it should be on there. Okay, so we've got that so far. We're going to want to go ahead and save. And once your mod is saved, we're going to go ahead and build the mannequin. So I'm going to go to my warehouse that I've got right here, and it's just a floor. It's just flooring to build my stuff with. So I want to drag this. Before I drag this in here, I'm going to click snap to grid. So I'm going to go ahead and drag him on right there, and shift F to get close to him, because we're going to need to get close to him because he's our mannequin. And what we're going to need now is an X marker. So we're going to go to world objects, static, and we're going to clear the filter. Just like that. And we're going to type in X marker. We need an X marker heading, and we're going to drag that in right here over top of him, and it should, and we're going to drop it to the floor, and we're going to move it just like that, and we're going to get it centered up like that, and we're going to click on him, and we're going to get that centered up just like that. And then we're going to click on our X marker, and using the X key, we're going to move this to the side for right now. Now we're going to need a trigger on our mannequin. So go ahead, click on your mannequin, and you'll go ahead and create a trigger. And the select form comes up, and push man, and you want the man activate trigger. We're going to open that up, and we're going to go to primitive data, and we're going to click on player activation. I always change the color just so that I know that it's the trigger, so that'll be blue like that. Okay, now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to keep our trigger selected and double tap one twice. And we're going to select our mannequin. We're going to open that up right there. And we are going to want to go to link ref. And we are going to select the X marker in the render window just like that. And then we want to go to activate parents and click on player activation. And once we have that right there, we want to slide this over here to the side and double click your 2 button to get rid of the gizmos. And you're going to want to press Alt 1 to bring the trigger back, and we're going to double click here, and we're going to link this to the trigger, and that is good there. Now we're going to want to go back the other way, so we're going to go ahead and close that, and we're going to hide our trigger again, and we're going to double click the X marker and go along to link ref and double click that, and we're going to want to click on our mannequin, push OK, and then we're going to go to not just yet, we're not going to do that. Okay, we're going to want to push OK on that, and we're going to click on our mannequin, and we're going to open him up, and we're going to give him a reference ID of man 001, because that way when you duplicate him, if you duplicate him, it'll be man 001, man 002. Push OK on that. Now we're going to want to click on our trigger. You can see that there's, when you click back and forth, there's the arrows here, so it's good. You're going to want to take and move this trigger over top of your mannequin. So X key, just like that. Push Alt 1, and he should be ready to go for right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to this right here, the static, and we're going to type in man again. And I usually I have a custom mannequin platform that I use, but we're gonna make a container out of the Hearthfire's mannequin base. So we're gonna open that up, and we're gonna slide that over to the side. We're gonna click on container, clear the filter, and any container's good. I usually start with the barrel empty, so we'll open that up. First thing you want to do is click and make sure it doesn't respawn. That should not be checked. So we're gonna change the name of this to You guessed it, Mannequin base. And we'll change the name, Mannequin base. And I usually, at the end of it, I usually type safe storage in so that people know it's safe storage. So that's pretty good right there. Now what we're going to want to do is here in the model tab of our Mannequin base static that we opened up, we're going to right click here, select all, and we're going to copy that, and we're done with that. Then in the model section here on our container, we're going to click edit. It'll come up to the model data, and we'll click edit again, and it'll say look in. And if you're working, if you've been working in other folders, just navigate up to where it says look in meshes and just paste this right in like that, and that will be fine. Okay, and okay, and create your new form like that. And we're going to go ahead and stick this, oops, we're going to go ahead and stick this Mannequin base in right there. Now we need to put him on there, so we're going to move our Mannequin base over here to get it out of the way, and we're going to click on the floor piece, delete that, because it'll make everything so much easier. And I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to move him over to here. Now you'll see that he's low, so if you hold that, it'll put him up there, but he's kind of floating over top of the Mannequin base. We're going to fix that by going ahead and clicking the snap to grid off, and click on our Mannequin base, and we're going to open that up right there. You want to go ahead and click on location reference type, and in this drop down menu start typing house and choose the house container ref type, and we'll go ahead and do that. Now open that back up. You can see it put a marker on there, and that's just fine. So we're going to go to 3D data, and we're just going to want to move that up one, and that is pretty good. All right, now click on your X marker, on your X marker heading, and it'll come up to the 3D data that you did. In the rotation, just push a 1 and put a 1 on the end of the X, Y, and Z, like I'm doing right here, just like that. It won't really make a difference, but what happens is it tends to help freeze the Mannequin in place. So go ahead and save your mod, and we're going to put him in the test cell. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our test cell. Now I've got one all set up, and it has it's all been nav meshed here. So you're going to want to put him to where there's no nav mesh. So if you've already, you shouldn't nav mesh your player home cell until you get it all cluttered out. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this here nav mesh, just like that. And I'm going to finalize that and save my mod. Now I'm going to go back to the warehouse with my snap grid turned off, because you don't want to, once you've turned it off and placed things, you don't want to turn it back on, because everything will snap to the grid and it'll screw it up. So you're going to select that, all of that, and copy him. Go to the test cell, and it was right here. And paste him in right there. And we'll go ahead and move him up just like that. That looks good. And I just want to slide him back against the wall, just like that. All right, and that's all there is to that. So now we're going to go in game, and we're going to test out to make sure that this works. Oh, before we go in game, make sure to save your work. Yeah. Okay, now we'll go in game and test out to make sure that this works. Okay, here we are in the test cell. There's a mannequin right there, and it looks like I need to place it a little bit better, and it's not. So that works good. And I'm going to go ahead and put some iron armor on him. So that's good, and our base is good right there. And you can see that it popped back to a little further back. This is just a placement issue. Just when I was placing it, you might have to tweak something like this. Make sure to test it in a test cell. Now, if I open him up, I have all this armor. If I take his armor like that, then I can go ahead and put that iron armor back on him. And that's good right there. So that works just fine. And the safe storage base, we can go ahead and put some clothes in here and some boots, and that will be safe storage. All right guys, I'm gonna chill out here with my mannequin, and while I'm doing that, if you'd like to support the channel, look down in the description. You'll find links to do all that, or click on the join button below the video, or look in the upper right hand corner right here above the mannequin's head for links to the merch store, the channel, and the Streamlabs tips. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and remember, until next time, keep your sword sharp, don't be a milk drinker, and always watch the skies, traveler.